Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here, and welcome to Get Ready With Me Wednesday. I do this every week with my girl Kat. We just sit down, put some makeup on, and chit chat about whatever comes to mind. So if you want to see what we're using today, then stick around because I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, thanks for wanting to hang out with me. I'm going to use this item in my Element eyeshadow palette. I got this in my Bizy Beauty Customs PR box for the month of April. So we're going to get into this one. Oh, I've used it a couple times already. I dropped the shade protector and that's what the shadows look like. It's a really pretty palette. I am enjoying it. And then I also have my lippies here as well. I have been using a few of them, switching them out and checking them out. I have not used the Glam Light palette that I got in my PR, so I think we're gonna check this one out today. I might use this on the lid and then this in the inner corner and the brow bone. And then of course I have some other stuff here. I got my Fit Me powder. I got my Avon foundation, my number 7 concealer. And we'll see. I'm just going to get ready and chit chat. I got to meet up with somebody today. So I did use this Unique Touch Glorious mattifying face primer. This kind of reminds me of the Tula one that I have, like consistency wise. And I feel like I've used it a couple times now and so far so good. We'll see how it goes. And then I did use a little bit of the Morphe setting spray because I see a lot of people say you should put setting spray on your face prior to putting your makeup on. So I've been trying that out lately too, and so far so good. Like I said, I have not done my brows yet. I always forget to get my brows done before I get on camera. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back when I'm done. Alrighty guys, I'm back. And as Manny says, back and the brows are filled. I just used my, let me make it the right way, my Revolution Makeup Brow Palette. I got this from Flawed and Fabulous, my bestie, and it's still going strong. There's very little bit in the one I used. I don't know, like, I don't think these other colors, I think they're too dark for me. So this is the one that I've always obviously been using. So I think once all that's done, she's probably going to get decluttered. All right, now let's prime the lid. So last week I told you guys about what was happening with my ex. I don't want to use this one. I don't know if I like this Creme Shot primer. I think I'm just going to use, what to use? I'll use my VDL primer for eyes, Expert Color. So we'll use this one. I think I got this one from Avon too. I like it when it has like a little bit of the color to it, like a concealer. But anyways, yeah, last week I was telling you guys about how my ex got in his accident and everything. Well, me and my son drove down. It was a long day. We left at like, I don't know, 10:30-ish. And then we had to go pick up some bags from Stacy's house and then drove down there. And we got down there about, I don't know, almost 1 o'clock. We didn't get home that night till probably, I think it was 9 o'clock when we got home. So we got there and we went to the hospital. And when I got to the hospital, Stacy was at Sean's apartment and wanted me to come pick her up. So I was like, well, let me get up to the room and, see how Sean's doing and get Junior settled, and then I'll come over. And so we got up there and, I saw Sean for a few minutes and left Junior there. And I was like, hey, I got to go, pick up TT. And so I went to pick up Stacy, and it was a good day. It was a good visit. Sean's doing well, he as well as can be expected. He is home already. He went home, today is the 11th. He went home, I want to say Saturday he went home. And so we hung out there for the day, and trying to, help them figure out things that they can do, to help Sean through this whole thing, with like getting bills paid. And, I was like, maybe your job can lay you off so that you can collect unemployment, while you're recovering, and then they can just, you know, hire you back once you're better. And the only thing with that is if they lay him off, no insurance. But if he's on unemployment because he's unemployed, duh, obviously, maybe he can get state medical while he's off until he goes back. You know, I mean, there are definitely options to check into for sure. So they're checking into all those options. Then, you know, there was the issue of his car and he didn't have his wallet. So me and Stacy and Junior wanted to go too, to go see his car. So we left the hospital and we drove to the like tow yard. But we had to have, in order for us to go there, Sean had to write a letter giving me permission to collect his belongings. So I wrote the letter and he just signed it. And the funny thing is that he did have his license, although I'm not really sure how he got his license and he doesn't have his wallet. That's just really weird to me, unless the police have the wallet and they just gave him back his ID. I don't know, but he still has my address. I was like, what are you doing? But anyways, so we went to the tow yard with the note and his ID and my ID, and the car's pretty messed up, and the guy that actually towed Sean's car was there, and he was like, be really careful because there's a lot of broken glass, you know what I mean? So he was like, do you want me to get the stuff out? And I was like, well, that would be great, because I'm not trying to climb in there with a bunch of broken glass and risk getting cut or hurt, you know what I mean? He's like, well, I can, I just need your permission to do it. So he went in there and got a bunch of stuff. There was like, you know, just there was like a backpack, there was not an iPad, but like a tablet that was in there. I'm surprised it wasn't like completely smashed, but it wasn't broken. He found like $200 in there too. So at least I was able to give that to Sean. But the tow guy said that what happened was, because when he went to tow the car, he saw the tire tracks, so he knew pretty much what happened. There was like a grate in the road. I don't know what kind of grate. Like, I don't know if it's like one of those grates that they have on bridges, or, you know, like how sometimes you drive on the freeway and there's like that like cut in the road, and it's just real thin, and it's like a cut in the road. I don't know how else to explain it, but if your tires ever hit it, your car like will go like this, and so you have to hold on to the steering wheel, you know what I mean, because it'll go like this when you're driving down the freeway if you don't keep your tires. And sometimes where that cut is like right by where the lane ends, and so it's hard to stay on this side but then keep your entire car on this side without going into the other lane. I hope that makes sense and you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't know how else to explain it, but I don't know if it was that kind of a grate or if it was like a grate from a bridge, you know what I mean? So I guess it hit that and it kicked his car up. I don't know, like, if he was speeding. And it wasn't raining or anything that day, so it wasn't like, there's a piece of hair right here and I can't get it. So it wasn't like slick out, you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure exactly. I'm having a hot flash, can you tell? So I'm not exactly sure. I just know that he hit that grate and it kicked his car up and it flipped 3 times. And he ended up in the back seat. And I took some pictures of the car. I can leave them inserted so that you can see what it looks like. But his sister wanted me to take some pictures of the seatbelt, because we all know he always wears his seatbelt. So it was really weird that he ended up in the back seat. But it doesn't look like his seatbelt was touched. So I don't know if he thought maybe he was just going from one place to the other and he you know, because sometimes if you're close to home, you might not put your seatbelt on. I know there's people out there that say, oh, I always put my seatbelt on. I understand that. But there's also other people that always put their seatbelt on, that if they're like sometimes I'll get in my car and I'm just going back to the alley to put my trash in the trash can, and I don't always put my seatbelt on. Like most of the time I do, but there's been a couple times where I'm like, I'm just going back to the alley, so I don't throw it on, if that makes sense. I try to remember to do it because I know that most accidents happen within, you know, 2 miles of your home. So I'm not trying to, you know, I can just imagine I don't put my seatbelt on and I'm leaving my house and some car comes barreling down the road and slams right into me. But there's also accidents where it's, some people are better off not having their seatbelts on, you know what I mean? Like, just depending on the accident and how the car gets damaged. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my sister was talking to me about the airbag that's in the steering wheel, because both of us are like super short. You know what I mean? So we have to have the seat pretty close to the steering wheel to be able to drive comfortably. So in that aspect, when you're so close to the steering wheel, like having an airbag, is that really like a good option? You know, like maybe in our situation, it would be better to disable the airbag that's in the steering wheel, because I'm sitting so close. If that thing pops out, you know, it could break my nose. And a lot of times I'm wearing my glasses when I drive. So what kind of damage could that cause? I actually saw, like, I think it was on TikTok, and there was this girl and she has a prosthetic eye, and somebody asked her what happened. And that's what happened. She was driving, she was in a car accident, she was wearing her glasses, the airbag went off, and they like cut her eye, you know, so she ended up losing her eye because of the airbag. So it's like, you're like, in some situations you're just damned if you do and damned if you don't. But I mean, I don't know, it's hard to know, because you don't you don't know what's going to happen. You know, like I've never been in like a serious accident where the airbag was, you know, set off. So I don't know, you know, but I have heard stories. And I've also heard stories about people that were in accidents that weren't wearing their seatbelt, that would have been like in more bad shape if they would have been wearing their seatbelt. And then I've heard of people that weren't wearing their seatbelt that died because they weren't wearing their seatbelt. So it's like, you just don't know. You just don't know what to do. You know, I mean, you try your best to be as safe as you can, but in the end, it's out of our hands. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have no control over our destinies, really. What is going to be is going to be, which kind of sucks. How are we looking, guys? But he's home and he's doing better. His sister is asking if I can bring Junior down this weekend instead of next weekend, because she's getting a little overwhelmed. And not that she wants Junior to take care of Sean. She would just like Junior to be there with Sean so that she can go and just have some like me time. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of help her out with things. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I told her to text Junior, because in the end it's up to him, because he was planning on going next weekend, not this weekend. So I told her, let's wait and see what Junior says, because if he wants to go next weekend, then we're waiting till next weekend, because I was on call for jury duty this week, and I had to go yesterday, but I didn't have to go today, so I'm all done for the week. So I told her it depended on whether or not I had to do jury duty and got on a trial or not, because if I had to do jury duty and got on a trial, there's no way I could take Junior down tomorrow. But if he wants to go, if he doesn't mind, I'll take him down tomorrow and drop him off for the weekend, and then I'll have to go down there and pick him up when I get off work on Sunday. It's a lot of driving. Not that I haven't done it before. I mean, he has a friend that lives up in Port Angeles that I've taken him to see a couple times, which is a 2-hour drive as well. So it's really not that big of a deal. So, all right, shimmer shade, shimmer shade. When I got back to the hospital after seeing Sean's car, I asked him if he wanted to see the pictures, and he said no. And then he just kind of looked at me and was like, lucky to be alive. And I was like, yeah, Sean, you're lucky to be alive, for reals. And he got kind of emotional about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you know. You're lucky. You're lucky you survived. You really are. I don't know how that's looking. I'm just putting this on the inner part. And then there's a little bit darker color that I'm going to put like over here. So we'll see how it comes together. What time is it? It's 10:19. I got to be out of here in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I did vlog yesterday. I don't know. I think that vlog will be up Friday. This will go up Wednesday, and then the vlog will be up Friday. I'm kind of like back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and if something comes up, you know, like an unboxing or something like that, or like my PR, there'll be like an extra video, but I'm trying to keep it like maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think that's a good upload schedule. What do you guys think? All right, that's the darker color, and I'm just kind of putting it between this lighter color and the darker color on the outer V. That doesn't look too bad. Not too bad at all. I've been using these Singe beauty brushes a lot. I really, really like them a lot. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like they're really good at helping me like apply my makeup the way I want to. And like, you know, different people use different brushes in different ways. So the way that I use the brushes might not work for you. Like sometimes I use this, what is this one? Sometimes I use the EO1 for laying down shades on the outer V. Sometimes I use, this one is the EO6. Sometimes, or is that EO5? It might be EO5. It's the EO5. There's only 5 brushes, Renee. Duh. Sometimes I use the EO5 and just tap the shade out there. And then this one right here, this is the EO3. I'll use this one because it's the bigger, fluffier brush, just to put my transition shade down, and then also to blend out the shades. And that's how I use them. And then there's also this other one, which is the EO2, and it's just like a little bit smaller, fluffy brush, and sometimes I'll just use that to blend out or lay down shades as well. It's just, so I kind of use them a little bit differently, but also what they're meant to be used for, if that makes any sense. So yeah, but I'm really enjoying them. I feel like they apply my makeup really well, and I think they are completely worth the investment, 110%. I might even think about getting another set just to have them, you know what I mean? We'll see though. All right, so that's what we got going for the eyes. This video is getting really long, so I think I'm going to get off. I'm going to do my base makeup and everything, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up the look, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty guys, I'm back. I did kind of finish up mostly everything. I did use my Essence Lash Princess Mascara, my KVD Cake Pencil for tight line. I used this Davis Waterproof Protection Lip and Eyeliner Pencil. This is in the shade, it just says PS003. So it's just this blue color to put in my waterline because I really like putting a pop of color in there. What else did I do? I did use the Glam Light little palette. I used this bronzer. I think it looks nice. I used my e.l.f. Brick Red blush. And then I used this shade for the inner corner and my brow bone. I think it came out really good. I'm liking it a lot. For my eyeshadow, I put this all, I put this all over my lid. Then I put this on the outer V, this in the transition area, and then these two shades are what is on my lid. This is on the inner part, this is more in the middle. So, and then on the lower lash line, I've got this shade right here. And I just used the EO1 brush and just kind of went like this on the lower lash line. I think it looks nice. What do you guys think? All right, now let's do the lips. I'm just gonna grab this lip liner. This is Avon Currant. I think it's, yeah, Currant is the shade. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna put this on and then we'll figure out the gloss or lipstick to put on. My friend is running a little bit late. Hey Tasha, I'm running late too because I'm filming. We're gonna meet up at the Dollar Tree. She found like a really big palette at the Dollar Tree that we're going to. Hopefully they still have them so we can check it out and see like the quality, you know what I mean? All right, that's a pretty shade. All right, now I think I'll use the Anastasia Beverly Hills that I got in my PR box. This is Saint-Tropez. I've used this, I think, twice before. It's a really pretty color. Look at that, you guys. Ew, it's so pretty. What are you guys thinking of the look so far? It's hard to talk when you're putting lipstick on. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. I don't think I'm going to put any of the glosses on, so I think this is shiny enough the way it is. I think I should put a little bit of mascara on the lower lash line. I'm using this Say. I don't know. I don't think I like this one. You think I'd just get rid of it considering like I have so many. I just kind of use the tip. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like the way the bristles are on the tip there, so you can just use that part to kind of like add a little bit of color to the lower lashes. I think it works really well. I kind of like the way that the like brush is, but is that what you call it, a brush? I don't know. Anyways, all right, so is that everything? Do we got everything? I think so. Should we try this like gold highlighter right here? Let's just give it a whirl. We're gonna use this brush right here and just kind of, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Do you think that it's okay with my skin tone or no? You guys let me know. I'm gonna have to, wow, that's really pretty. Let's put a little bit right here too. That's not bad. All right, let me use my foundation brush and just kind of tap over it. Just to kind of dim it down maybe a little bit. That's not bad, you guys. That's not bad. I kind of like that. All right, so this is my go to the Dollar Tree shopping day look. What do you guys think? I may do a little vlogging because the weather for the next week is going to be amazing. So I did a little vlogging yesterday and maybe I'll do a little vlogging today as well. So anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Kat, for doing another week with me. I highly recommend you guys go check her out. She'll be on the end screen and linked down below in my title and my description box as well. So go show her some love, guys. Go show her some love. I hope you're feeling better, Kat. You know, like I said, if you're not feeling up to it, you can always message me and we can always skip a week so that you can focus on taking care of yourself. But I love you all so very much. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, I hope that you will join Nene's Glam Squad. We would love to have you a part of the family. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notification bell up to all. That way you can get notified anytime I make a new upload. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, it truly means a lot. It helps out the channel, lets YouTube know that you enjoy seeing my content. Leave a comment, say hi, Let me know that you stopped by. Let me know what you think of the items that I used and what you think of the look. I think it's really pretty. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.